I think it's not correct that all crypto is a security. Look, crypto is architecture. Crypto is algorithms. Crypto was to analyze Ripple against the well-known Howey test, which is the Supreme Court's determination of what is a security, and based upon a legal analysis, concluded that it's not. Now,
that's your goal. The goal is the lawsuit. The goal is the crushing. And so if that's the agenda, then they're going to do the kitchen sink because you're looking at an end game.
And it's really hard to overstate exactly how catastrophic the abandonment of the U.S. dollar would be as the world's global reserve currency. Looks.
Enjoy the ride, pal.
If you got a bag, welcome to the party. Welcome back to some more Moon O'Clock News. No breakfast, no coffee, just straight extra. Foolishness. Shout out to the latest sub, Lori M. Appreciate you stopping by, stuffing some bags.
XRP.
Go ahead, throw on those moon suits, those pilot shades. Buckle up. The future's extra. Foolish. Let's go full speed, full throttle. Into the cryptoverse. We got the total global cryptocurrency market cap today at 1.17 trillion, down about 2.7 in the past 24. XRP in the number 6 spot, right around 47 cents, on the rise once again, getting closer to 50 cents, up almost 5% in the past 24. Stellar XLM right around 9 cents. BTC 27K. ETH right around 1700. We got Flare Networks right around 3.5 cents. And we got Songbird here in the number 317 spot, right around 0.0073, down about 1.4 in the past 24. We got Eleanor Tarrant breaking news. According to sources familiar, the CFTC lawsuit was dropped on Binance without warning, similar to Coinbase's well-noticed. Industry professionals believe that this was a political move by the CFTC to show the SEC that this is a commodities issue rather than the securities one. They also say Vegas odds have the SEC gov rushing out a similar lawsuit against Binance as a counter. Following the CFTC charges against Binance, crypto users have withdrawn more than 400 million on Ethereum from Binance in the past 24 hours, while Paxos has burned more than 115 million BUSD. Get your cryptocurrencies offline into your own self-custody. Cold storage wallet, not your keys, not your bags. We got Chris Giancarlo. He says, I think it's not correct that all crypto is a security.
As far as the SEC's approach, look, I as someone who was involved in the decision at the CFTC to designate Bitcoin a commodity under CFTC's jurisdiction, and then did a lot of the initial work for Ethereum and other cryptos before I left. I think it's not correct that all crypto is a security. Look, crypto is architecture. Crypto is algorithms. Crypto is a means of recording value, and it doesn't have to be monetary value, all value, using the internet as opposed to double entry bookkeeping on proprietary balance sheets, which is the way we've done it for the last 400 years in the world. Crypto is a new architecture. Now, sometimes that architecture might serve a capital formation purpose. And in that case, the SEC absolutely has an important role in our constitutional system. We've designated the Securities Exchange Commission to oversee capital markets and capital formation. And to the extent that crypto serves the purpose of capital formation, then there's a legitimate absolute role for the SEC with its long tradition of investor protection. However, sometimes that architecture serves as a commodity and not as a capital formation instrument, in which case there's a role for the SEC. Sometimes those algorithms serve as a banking function, in which case there's a role for our banking regulators.
Also, if you remember, the same guy, former CFTC Chair Giancarlo, says that XRP is not a security.
Have you here today. Just recently, you made some comments about XRP, once known as Ripple, of course, not being, in your view, a security. And it was interesting, that was picked up in a lot of places. And then some people kind of pointed out, well, Chris is no longer with the agency, former CFTC. So I guess I'd ask how closely you're in touch with the current regulators and whether we should take your view as the official regulatory view. And then also some people pointing out that, you're working in some ways as a consultant with Ripple, the company behind XRP. So some people kind of take your declaration on XRP with a grain of salt. What do you say to that?
Well, first of all, I am not an official, and so I am not speaking in an official capacity. Ultimately, it'll be the courts that will determine this. I am now a practicing lawyer. I'm with the firm of Wilkie Farr and Gallagher. Ripple is a client of the firm. What we did in a scholarly piece in a law review was to analyze Ripple against the the well-known Howey test, which is the Supreme Court's determination of what is a security, and based upon a legal analysis, concluded that it's not. Now, you'll note in that piece, it's a legal piece. It's not a advocacy piece. It's not a policy piece. It's a straight legal analysis.
XRP, not a security. The SEC Gov wants tribalism in the community. They want division because their legal theories are so weak. Don't give the SEC what they want. It's time to unite. John Deaton says if Coinbase loses the fight like some claim they will, it will hurt the entire ecosystem, including Bitcoin, no matter what the maxis say. We want to unite and fight together to defeat the enemy and the corrupt SEC. Once that's accomplished, we can go back to fighting each other. Drain the swamp. Free the standard. Justin, Cryptic Poet, stellar partner MoneyGram wins best use of blockchain and fintech at the 2023 Fintech Breakthrough Awards. We got DAI says, put yourself in the shoes of MoneyGram. You're doing business with Ripple and using XRP. Ripple gets sued by the SEC. You would think that their response would be that you just can't have anything to do with any crypto until there's clarity. What Stellar Org to this day does not have with XLM. Instead, MoneyGram jumps right back into business with another digital currency company. Makes sense? Of course not. That's why this goes into the all the world's stage file. Another one from DAI, digital asset investor, Twitter Spaces on CFTC Binance lawsuit. John Deaton weighs in.
Certain platforms, if you believe, i.e. Bitcoin, i.e. Ethereum, whatever, XRP, whatever you want to claim, if you believe that they're here to stay and your job is to protect the incumbents and crush them, then yes, that's your goal. The goal is the lawsuit. The goal is the crushing, and so if that's the agenda, then they're going to do the kitchen sink because you're looking at an end game. I believe whether it's 5 years from now or 2 years from now, because we're not getting any, Congress isn't acting before the summer of 2025. That's just a fact. It's a sad fact, but it's a fact. So, whether it is we fight until then and then there's some kind of good election results and there's some kind of legislation in late 2025 that ends all this shit, or it's 4 or 5 years of litigation. At some point, there'll be some kind of clarity, but it'll be once you see the players that are already in control now at Wall Street are much more involved than they are today. Also, in a recent tweet from John Deaton, he suggested that the cryptocurrency XRP will see a significant price surge if Ripple Labs prevails in its ongoing legal battle with the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission, beat out the SEC, relist, utility, Bullrun. You know what's coming. They know what's coming, and they can't stop it. John Deaton also says XRP has the most attractive risk/reward ratio, in my opinion. The judge's ruling is coming down with, and in the next few weeks, maybe this week, the SEC wins. What downside from 45 cents? Ripple appeals, and we get the status quo. Ripple wins, and it's made clear that XRP isn't a security. Upside to the moon. We also got the Sunshine Act notice. SEC versus Ripple meeting March 30th. It's coming. Get those bags packed. Locked and loaded. 2 p.m. Thursday, March 30th. James Rule XRP leaders from Japan, the US, United Kingdom, Canada, France, Germany, and the European Union are expected to outline a global cooperative strategy for digital assets in May. Something big is coming. 1 year ago, Silicon Valley Bank was worth $40 billion. Today, it was just sold for $500 million. That's a 99% drop in value. Crypto Law US, the SEC Gov knows that there is no path to registration, and its only goal is to bring enforcement actions in effort to bully and bulldoze responsible actors. Do it already. Payments versus payment arrangements. A new report from the BIS Committee on Payments and Market Infrastructure highlights how close collaboration between public and private sector stakeholders could increase the adoption of payments versus payment. Emanate Technology FedNow service officially set to launch in July. FedNow service officially set with more than 100 payment processors and financial institutions have already participated in initial pilot program. Read about it in their latest blog, Emanate Technologies, Ripple partner. Notorious XRP. XRP will be the only regulated digital asset in the US. May the chips fall how they fall. XRP will shake the market. Wall Street Silver. First CNN does a segment on the de-dollarization. Now Fox News also. What's going on here? Crypto Bull 2020. If this happens, those who don't own XRP and other cryptos may be doomed.
We're putting out this week that Russia will begin using the Chinese yuan for international payments instead of the dollar. Saudi Arabia is also in talks with Beijing to do the same thing. Speaking of Saudi Arabia, meanwhile, they're in talks with Iran as well to consider an economic alliance with China and Russia. And they can even be joining the BRIC countries, which is an acronym for these countries here, Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa. These countries all have emerging economies. So what happens if our economy and the U.S. dollar are no longer the world's dominant currency? Former Assistant Treasury Secretary and host of the Monica Crowley podcast, Monica Crowley, is here to weigh in. Monica, great to see you this morning. Let's start right there. What happens if these emerging economies move away from the U.S. dollar towards the Chinese yuan?
Well, good morning, Will. It's great to be with you. And it's really hard to overstate exactly how catastrophic the abandonment of the U.S. dollar would be as the world's global reserve currency. Look, since the end of World War II, the dollar has been the safe place to go, and it's been backed up by a couple of things. It originally was backed up by gold, but President Nixon took us off the gold standard, so there's no hard asset backing up the dollar anymore for the last 50 years. But also it's been backed up by the strength and economic power of the United States and the fact that oil has always been traded in dollars. If that were to end, that would mean the end of the U.S. dollar. Look, there is a perfect storm happening right now, Will. The world's reserve currency being that, having that status has been a real privilege, but we've abused the privilege by wholly reckless monetary and fiscal policies over many years, certainly over the last couple of years, which has really devalued the dollar. On top of that, now you do have this perfect storm of Biden's weakness, his war on American domestic energy production, the Ukraine war, and as you point out, because of all of these things, we've got America's enemies led by China forming a new economic bloc. And all it would take at this point now, because we're at this pivotal moment, Will, is for Saudi Arabia, who has indicated that they're open to this, to say, you know what, we're going to be open to considering other currencies to trade in oil. If that were to happen, there would be a complete implosion of the global economic system, but certainly the American economic system. And if that were to happen, you'd be looking at sky-high inflation, just raging Weimar Republic kind of inflation. If you think inflation is bad now, just wait. But more importantly, we would lose our economic dominance and we would lose our superpower status.
Speaking of bricks, we also have this old graphic of XRP, gold, silver, Trump. It's about 3-4 years old. Seems like things are starting to play out. All roads lead to the universal bridge, XRP. X Anderson, banks are collapsing, financial crisis, countries are moving away from USD, all crypto projects are getting sued, countries are implementing crypto regulations, G7 is said to have to agreed, SWIFT plus CBDCs plus digital assets, oh wow, the XRP lawsuit might be over soon. You know what comes next. Sentiment feed, XRP Network social dominance at its highest point in a year following the surge above 49 cents for the first time since November 6th. Added XRP crowd recognition means more volatile price swings caused by increased volume and mainstream interest. We got Precision Trader, Terra, XRP's pumping. Just a heads up that we have strong resistance at 49.7 again because of how low the retrace was after that last top. At that level, at the 497, the RSI will have formed a bearish divergence and signal another top unless it builds enough strength to make a new RSI high. Also from Precision Trader, XRP is still on the main wave to 56.5. Just FYI, the level at 497 is our next short-term resistance on the way up to that target. The retrace from 497 could be minimal. I don't think that we'll get another decent retrace until 565. Let's see what it does at 49.7. Stay tuned, XRP. Crypto's XRP Major Resistance right now, a 4-hour daily close above this red resistance would be very bullish. I'll keep you guys posted. We got JD, XRP, while many let shorter timeframes mess with their emotions, I look at the bigger picture with less false signals. I want XRP to have that breakout confirmation on the monthly Friday. Last time we rock it within a year. Gasp. You know what comes next. Wanted to give a shout out to 24-hour Crypto. He sent me some sweet XRP pendants here if you can see them. Shout out to 24-hour Crypto. Link will be down below for his site if you want to check out the XRP pendant with chain. We got the black here. And we got the gold one here. He also has some cool XRP LED car door lights here, as you can see. XRP, the standard. You can also get yourself a discount. Links will be down below by entering the discount code BAGS, B-A-G-S. With that being said, Bagman and Bag Ladies, we'll see you in Las Vegas for the moon party. Where will you be when those XRP glitches in the Phoenix rises from the ashes? We'll catch you up here at the tippy top. I am the XRP Bagman, the Moon Commander, currently up here on the mothership, stuffing some bags and enjoying the show. Appreciate you stopping by, tuning in, smashing those likes for some more Moon O'Clock news. Hope y'all continue to stay extra bullish out there. Keep on holding those good vibes. Remember to sell the FUD.
XRP.
Buy up those bags. Don't forget to spread that liquid love. Also, if you're new here, don't forget to drop a subscribe. Drop a comment down below. All the OG diamond hands out there. Drop a comment down below. Drop an elbow on that like button from the top rope. Catch you up here on the mothership for the moon party. BYOB. Be your own bank. Peace out, crypto ghosts.
I be getting bags till we blast off. Haters stay mad cause we popped off. Free that standard and drain that swamp. We that squad. Mothership launch way off radar. All them XRP tokens went off. Shout out we say when cause my son on lock. They try to hold us down but we took that spot. BTC what baby XRP. Flare's supposed to pop 4th of July. Gary knows the truth when on TV.